Hey Transformers fans, it's the episode you've all been waiting for.
Devastator says, your end is near.
We've covered Phase 1 in the first 6 parts by going through each individual Constructicon.
Now, Phase 2!
It's time to take a look at the big guy, the original Transformer Combiner.
Devastator!
Now in updated form. He's still available on Big Bad Toy Store in both the San Diego Comic-Con versions and the Takara Tomy Warriors Unite version. They've also got the 2 different Perfect Effect upgrade sets that I'll be covering in parts 8 and 9 of this series. And if you're a G1er at heart, they've also got the G1 reissue box set as well. This set is rare in that it's a team of combiners, but each member looks great on their own in robot mode as well as vehicle mode. But without a doubt, their most impressive mode is when they combine to form Devastator.
Then I say we unite!
You got it! I'm going to start with all of them in vehicle mode because that's how they form Devastator on the show. Let's start off with the right leg, Scrapper. His shovel is double jointed, so you can collapse this part in and then clip this tab into this hole with a satisfying snap. Reminds me of the 80s, when a snap meant something just got secured, not broken. Next, pull the arms out and turn them up on both sides. Then push them in at the shoulders to secure them in place. Now I like this G1 look with the arms back, but for a little bit of extra support to guard against him tipping backwards, you can flip the fists out on both sides. And turn the forearms back like this. Since he's a big top-heavy bot, this helps a bit with stability. Or you can turn them inward, whatever your preference. Then you just have to flip up these panels on his legs, and he's ready to combine. Next up is the left leg, Mixmaster. First thing you can do is flip up this sad cab. And you can also pull this purple thing out, which will also help him from falling backwards. Now to get at his panels that attach to long haul, you have to pull his arms down out of the way and pull his legs out of the mixing drum. Then split the legs, flip his feet in, and that lets you access these panels that pull out. Once you've pulled them out on both sides, flip his feet back down, join the legs back together, and plug it back into the drum. These arms can be reattached, but they'll have to be separated if you want to take advantage of his ankle pivot. And that's the left leg. Man, look at that sad, tiny foot. I can't wait to fix that with the upgrade. Okay, next up are his arms. Let's start with Scavenger, the right arm. Separate his treads on both sides. Pull this piece out all the way. This is Devastator's elbow. Push the scoop in. And reattach the treads onto these peg holes. Next, you'll transform his weapon into Devastator's forearm and fist. So we take one of these off of long haul. Nope, this is the left hand. This one's the right hand. Pull the hand out. Collapse the handle from weapon mode into the back of his hand, and pop this peg into this hole. Even though you can't see what you're doing here, they line up with each other surprisingly easily. And it fits nice and secure. So now you turn the black part forward to form the forearm. And twist the fist. And that's Devastator's right arm. Next is Bone Crusher, the left arm, who's very similar to Scavenger. Unpeg the treads. Flip Devi's arm and elbow out. Twist the forearm. Take the fist part and attach it. Flip the gun handle in. Twist the forearm forward. And turn the fist. This came out. Not to worry, nothing's broken here. It just pops back in. And twist the hand. And the shovel on top of the shoulder can be pushed up like this. Next up is the Beefy bot. Beefy! Long haul. We remove the remaining weapons from the truck bed, and we can assemble Devastator's cannon by joining these two parts. Now, first action is to swing these elbows sideways and up. Then we pull Longhaul's knee pads loose from the bed and fold them down because this is the part that will connect with Scrapper and Mixmaster. And the same on the other side. Longhaul's feet keep coming loose, so you may have to keep securing them back in. And click that back into place. Next step is to pull the truck front up, but you'll have to pull the arms out at the shoulders for that. Push it down and click it into place. Let's secure the bed back in place on the back. And these arms need to turn upwards like so. Don't worry about these purple long haul arms sticking out. They'll be hidden by Scavenger and Bone Crusher. The backs of these leg connectors open up to give an even more secure connection than the old-fashioned tiny narrow post. Open it up on the other side as well. And we're down to the last Constructicon, Hook, the shoulders and head of Devastator. First, swing the forearms down at the elbows. And this is similar to how the G1 version moved too. You have to swing this apart, but there's a slight trick to it. If it feels like it's taking too much force to do, try pushing one part in the up direction and the other part in the down direction. It should come apart very easily. Then this comes apart as well, same idea. And this part connects the two halves together. And a couple of posts to connect the arms and torso. There's this one on the chest that flips out. And this one swings down between his feet. His cab opens up to reveal a shoulder joint that connects to Scavenger. And on the other side is a shoulder joint that connects to Bone Crusher. And the last part is hidden in here, but we'll save that for dramatic fashion once we're done putting him together, like on the show. So now we assemble him.
Constructicons, merge for the kill!
We take Scavenger, the right leg, and we tab this hole into this slot. Like this. And once that's in securely, his feet fold up and connect into the back of Longhaul's leg posts. You just push them in till they're snug. And that's the right leg. Yeah, not exactly as quick a process as it was on the show. Okay, left leg. We take Mixmaster, and same idea. There's a peg that has to fit into a hole on Longhaul's leg post. This one's a bit trickier though. Once that's in, these panels have to fit into the leg post. But one of them is a little tough to get in there. You'll have to flex the panel just a little bit to get it in. And that's Devastator's legs finished. On to the top half.
Let's show him what we're built for!
We take Hook and attach him to Long Haul with these two connecting posts. They just push in. And the other side. The tops of Long Haul's arms have pegs that fit into the holes on Hook. It's tough to get a good look at it, but they just plug in here. And on the other side as well. Along with Hook's arm that plugs into the middle, that's 5 spots where the shoulders are secured to the torso, making him very sturdy to handle. One of the biggest issues with combiners is how easily they fall apart, but the design of this Devastator ensures that he can be handled pretty thoroughly without going to pieces. There's a big gap on the front between Long Haul and Hook, but that gets covered by his chest plate. We attach Scavenger's wing blasters to Hook's double cannon blaster, and then attach it to the front. As a guide, I like to use this post in this hole first, and then the rest just seems to fit into place with a push. That covers the gap perfectly while also giving him that G1 look. Next is the right arm, Scavenger. This is pretty easy. Just push the shoulder joint into the gap and secure the chest plate to the tread. And the same on the other side with Bone Crusher. It may take a bit of force, but once it's in there, it's not going to accidentally pop out. And secure the chest plate to that tread too. And finally, the head. It swings up and out of Hook, turns around, and pegs into the front. That is one big Decepticon.
Prepare for oblivion, Autobots!
He is colossal. His hand securely holds his blaster without the need of the Masterpiece-style plug-in peg. And Bone Crusher's shovel can be used in a few different ways, depending on your preference. Either up, or folded down as shoulder armor. Mad Max style. Despite his monstrous size, he's got some incredible articulation. Elbow bend and swivel, wrist twist, and hands open and close. Arms go up and down, and out too. No across chest motion though. Since the shoulders aren't on ratchet joints, they tend to droop from the weight of his own arms or gun though. He's got a waist twist, and you don't have to detach the bed like Long Haul had to twist. And the head turns left and right. It can sort of look up. Yeah, not really. And he can't look down on puny Autobots. Doesn't need to though, since he just steps on them anyways.
Squash Autobots like volcano ants!
You can achieve some really dynamic poses with him. His legs have a lot of range thanks to his hip panels that provide more forward range. Both legs bend at the knee and have an ankle pivot too, just like all the Constructicons. Can he do the splits? Yes, he can! But trucks won't be enough to hold this green giant.
Nothing can withstand the might of Devastator!
His ultimate splits need to be done on an aircraft carrier and a terror drome. He is enormous and looks amazing too. So much detail. Really nice proportions too. All of his components combine to give him a masterpiece look. As if he jumped off the cartoon screen. To give you an idea of just how massive he is, here he is next to an upgraded G1 Devastator. Even with the add-on parts, he's still less than half the size of the new version. But the look of the original has been faithfully carried over. And Autobot cars, like Smokescreen, and Minibots, like Bumblebee, look like, well, mechano ants next to him.
Prepare to meet your doom!
Or in his deadly grip. Even Fans Toys Grinder, aka Grimlock, looks like a sawed-off front next to Devastator. Prime may have the biggest heart of all, but Devastator is one of the few Transformers that can make his body look like a Micromaster. Even Optimus's beefed-up form of Power Master comes up a bit short next to this Herculean Hulk. And he has the same effect on the Decepticon ruler, Megatron.
Wait! Tonight, the Constructicons form Devastator, the most powerful robot. We should rule.
That's a hard argument to refute. He makes this cyber condor look like a cyber hummingbird. He may have gotten his Constructicons kicked in the G1 Omega Supreme episode, but his upgraded form is ready to dish out some vengeance.
Goodbye, Autobots. Devastator is back. Dinobots, destroy Devastator. We'll both get a kick out of this. Devastator says, surrender or perish.
Uh-oh. G1 Omega is gonna have his claw full with this monster.
Devastator wants vengeance. Nothing defeats the Devastator. Nothing. It will take more than your puny arm to stop Devastator. It's not possible! They've beaten Devastator!
Better believe it, Mega Bum. As awesome as Devastator is, there's only one supreme machine in the 80s Toy Museum.
Information unnecessary.
Maybe some Decepticon fans were hoping the green guy would finally get his revenge thanks to his colossal new digs.
But that's probably just a dumb old dream.
Well, just remember the inspiring words of Optimus Prime when it comes to dreams.
Hang on to your dreams, Chip. The future is built on dreams. Hang on.
And the future of this series is built on perfect effects dreams to make this awesome set even better, tweaking a few issues and improving the overall look and functionality of the individual Constructicons as well as Devastator. Special thanks goes out to all the wonderful people who this channel was built by. You, the viewer. Thanks for watching and interacting. And thanks to the Patreon tribe for your support with keeping the production quality of the videos at a level even Hook would be satisfied with.
Fabulous.
If you'd like to contribute as well, visit patreon.com/michaelmercy for information on different support levels and the rewards that go along with them. Not to mention being able to join an amazing community of positive, passionate people. Share if you like the video, leave a constructive comment below, and to join the tribe, devastate, subscribe. Nerdmas Day.